even though everybody told us it would never make it out of committee. There will be a motion, there will be an amendment by Representative Anthony Weiner of New York to replace H.R. 3200 with H.R. 676. All right? It is going on the table, and there will be a full debate on the benefits of H.R. 676. Like I said, most people are kind of looking, whoa, really? Yeah, really. You never hear about that. So we actually are really going to get our shot. So it becomes very, very important. If you've been calling your representative and you've been going, support the public option or support affordable and accessible and universal health care, and 3200 unfortunately is none of the above, you're going to need to call them back and get really, really specific. You're going to call them back and say, support the Weiner Amendment. Weiner, just like the hot dog. Oscar Mayer Wieners, support the Weiner Amendment. Probably if he even said support the hot dog amendment, I think they'd figure that one out. All right? So that's what you want. When we told Congress that we wanted affordable care, okay, remember, you're talking to Congress, you're not talking to your pastor. They make $168,000 minimum. So the number that's affordable to them and a number that's affordable to us are probably two entirely different numbers. So we got to get real specific when we talk to Congress. All right? We just have to for our own good. All right, now, I would like to invite another new friend of mine, Cynthia Lawson, who is a patient, to come up and tell her rather interesting ongoing story with Anthem. And then we're going to invite people who have your own healthcare story to come up, take the mic, and even though, yes, we're preaching to the choir, it's kind of a really important preach to really remind people what it takes, and some of us who aren't currently in a struggle may get some ideas as to what we can do to maybe come out periodically on the winning side. Cynthia Lawson.
Hi. My health story doesn't compare to the stories of others yet, and hopefully it won't get to that point. I am fortunate to be married to a man that is good at saving money, putting money away, and we are paying off the home we're living in. We've paid off one of our rental homes. We're in the process of nearly paying off another one. And yet all of this could be taken away from us if I have another health care crisis. So here we are. We're people doing everything the right way. We're living in a fiscally conservative way. We don't have car payments. And yet we shelled out $24,000 over a 2-year period of our own money. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd be happy to pay higher taxes and pay a lot less to, for my health care. $24,000. And what do you think has happened to the real estate market in the last couple of years? So as his income's gone down, our income has gone down, and we live in constant fear of losing everything. Let me tell you something else, too. One of the tests that I wanted to get as a result of my breast cancer diagnosis and treatment is a BRCA test. Because of my mother's sister having breast and ovarian cancer, I was at a 46% risk of being BRCA positive. That's the kind of cancer that Christina Applegate has, if you know the actress. My gynecologist said, oh no, you don't want that test, you don't want that test. And I said, why? She said, because you'll never be able to get insurance again. I went to another doctor who said, you need that test. And not only was that information useful to me, and by the way, it was negative, thankfully, I'm BRCA negative, but that was also very useful information for my aunt's daughter. It was also very useful and helpful information to my 2 sisters and to their children. So this one test that they tried to deny paying, it helped a lot of us in ways that you can't know. And if I were BRCA positive, the option is then to do something about it. I didn't want to have a double mastectomy, but I could make that choice. I could save my own life. And in fact, here's the insurance company, again, getting in the way of an individual and his or her doctor. And it's happened again and again. I was just down at my insurance company yesterday. They had written me a check for not quite the full amount because I've obviously paid all the out-of-pocket expenses, and they made a mistake. And so I went down there and they promptly corrected it, but I shouldn't have to go down there. And I've been down there 4 or 5 times now. I think I've covered pretty much everything. So, you know, speak out. Do not be afraid of your health insurance company. Fight, and let's fight for single payer. It's the only way. We're paying for it anyway, and I can't imagine most people can pay $24,000. My income, my annual income is around $50,000. And I don't know, last year I was back at school teaching, doing the best I could, and there were some days I just felt like crying because I wasn't giving what I was used to giving. There were some days when all I wanted to do was stay home, curled up in a ball with my husband's arms around me. But I didn't. I'm a hard worker, and I came in. And I came into work too because I love those kids. But it hurt me that I felt that I couldn't give them everything that they deserved. And part of the reason I couldn't give them everything they deserved was not only being tired from chemotherapy and radiation and surgery, part of it was because of all the indignities that I've had to suffer through with the insurance company.